Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, are there mistakes that I'm making? Because I'm a nice guy? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because if you have to ask, the answer is probably yes, especially if you are a nice guy. Which is not a bad thing. We want nice guys, I promise. However, there are some mistakes that y'all nice fellas are more prone to than the jerks and assholes aren't. And make sure you never fall victim to making these snafus in your dating life ever again, or miss out on another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here, right now. Okay, so like I said, we women appreciate men who are nice to us. However, there are times when you being nice is actually a bad thing, because a lot of nice guys think that they're owed something when it comes to being a nice guy. And anytime a woman feels obligated to you, that's a bad thing. So while I would always encourage you guys to be nice and be kind, let's try to avoid these 7 mistakes. So the first mistake is believing her when her actions are telling you otherwise. So I know you've heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words, and if you're sitting there hearing words like, I know, I think you're really great, yeah, I just need to slow down, or even, I'm not ready for a relationship yet, but we can be friends. If she's saying stuff like this to you and you see that she's still online dating or has plenty of time to go out with her girlfriends but has no time to hang out with you, do not believe a motherfucking word she says. I said it once and I'll say it again. We women are terrified to piss off the wrong guy. And any guy, I don't care who you are, you can all be nice until you get mad. And we women don't ever want to get you to that point, so we'll tell you whatever the fuck we think you need to hear to not force us into Pound Town and pound our faces in. So if you see that her actions are contradictory to her words, stop the shit right now, take her actions for what they are, and peace out on that bitch. The second nice guy mistake is thinking you need to stick around in order to stay on her mind. So unfortunately, I have a lot of guys who are in the friend zones of women, and they're like, I can't do a 30-day no contact, I can't do it, she might forget me. Let me tell you something, you sticking around isn't going to better your chances, it's gonna make them worse. Because what you're doing is you're desensitizing her to your presence. And if you're sitting there thinking like, no, she might forget me, what if she forgets me, well, guess what? Because your peen isn't in her vagine, you're as good as gone to her anyway. So the least you could do is actually be gone to retain some dignity to get her thinking, wait a second, where'd he go? The third mistake nice guys make is letting her vent. I'm gonna tell you something right now. A lot of guys think that when women talk to them and open up to them about things that are difficult for them or going on for them, they're like, oh my god, look at us being intimate. Well, let me tell you something. We'll do that with fucking anybody who'll listen. And if you're sitting there letting her vent, in other words, letting her release some of that negative emotional energy, what you're doing is you're becoming a dumping ground for her so that she could take her positive energy onto another penis. Venting to you does not a relationship make, and it sure as shit does not make you guys any closer, I promise you. The fourth mistake y'all nice guys might be making is siding with her against other dudes. So if you found yourself in a position where you're like, oh my god, your boyfriend sucks, I would treat you better. Or even, oh my god, I know all guys are like that, but like not me, like I'm not like that. Yeah, guys suck, I love you. Siding against other men doesn't make you a special man among men, it makes you a woman. Because here's the thing, if she is sexually attracted to these other men and you're like, guess what, I'm not like those other men, she'd be like, oh good, then we can take the sex thing out of here and you could be another girlfriend of mine. So don't fall into the trap of letting her get you to compete with other guys, because at the end of the day, she's going after those other guys for a reason. Now the fifth one is basically like number 2 about thinking you need to stick around. And that's actually sticking around after she's already told you she wants nothing to do with you in her puss. A lot of guys think, no, she'll see that I'm dedicated, I'm committed, right? No, she'll see that you don't have a spine and she can get away with doing all this shit that other guys won't put up with. And guess who gets to put up into her thereafter? Exactly, it's not you. So if you're sitting there hanging on for dear life when she's already made it clear you're not getting anywhere, at this point you're just being used. Number 6 is telling her how you feel after she's already rejected you. Okay, so I have plenty of clients who have already voiced to these women that they're in love with them or that they want to date them or that they're really interested in them, and these girls have been like, sorry, haha. So what'll they do? One of the other mistakes where they'll hang around. They'll be like, yeah, your boyfriend sucks, or all these other guys on Tinder suck. Everybody sucks except for me. And then they'll be like, okay, let me remind her again because I have to be open with my feelings. And then they'll tell her again. At this point, what you're doing is you're being pushy, and in a way, when you do come off again as just so you know I like you, what you're now doing is you're making it an obligatory thing for us to now feel the same way as you do. And that's the shit that really gets us going. And not in a good way. That's stuff we're like, oh, I already told him that I don't like him. Why is he telling me again? I already told him. He must want something from me. It's kind of like you're saying, hey, just so you know, I've been doing all this work here and I want to get paid back. So can you pay me back? Because I deserve to get paid back. Well, guess what? She doesn't know you anything. If she already told you she's not into you, don't think that being open with your feelings is the commendable thing to do, because it's not. It's a desperate thing to do, and we women do not want the D from the desperate. And number 7 is trying to prove yourself. I get this a lot where they think, okay, as long as I show her that I'm here, as long as I show her that I care, as long as I show her that I've got all these gifts and compliments and time and energy, that she'll just magically be like, oh my God, oh my God. What you're doing is you're giving us more reason to believe that we can get something out of you without giving you anything back in return. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, Jessica, what do I have to do then to get her to want me? Well, check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program. I have a free bonus that comes with it. It's called the Friend Zone Escape Hatch, which lays out all the steps to getting her to stop seeing you in that friendly light and how to start seeing you as a man she'd want to bang later on. You can check it out at speaktosparkarousal.com. Stop doing these 7 things right now. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.